Hi there, everybody. It's Mr. Anderson again, and we're just continuing our brief screencasts on the different Gale in context databases that we have available here at the school. And in my previous screencast, I had talked about how to navigate your way through and finding something within any of the Gale resources. And now I'm going to talk a little bit how to deal with an article. So at this time, I have in front of me an article called Mathematicians Develop New Ways to Calculate Pi. And we can see who the editors are, from where the publication is coming, and a little bit more about levels of difficulty and so forth. But most importantly is right up at the top. You'll notice that under the Google Drive symbol, I am signed in as myself. Every time you go into any of our Gale resources, make sure that one of the first things you do is sign in. Get yourself there, and you'll see why in a moment. As I go down into the article, I'm reading about how mathematicians have developed these different ways of calculating pi, and I'm going to find information that's really important to me. And so, for instance, I may get to this paragraph here, and I might say that paragraph contains some information that's super important. So important that I first of all want to highlight it. And so I'm going to give it a highlight. And then I also want to make some notes. And by clicking on notes, what I can do is either write a paraphrase of that paragraph, which is a wise way to kind of keep up with all of the note taking, or it may be something that I want to write a reminder to myself, or just make simple notations as to why this is important in the research that I'm doing. Overall, I need to have something clever that I put in there. Okay, I'm saving that for later and it's going to come in useful. So I've got a highlight, I've said something clever, and I save it. And then I would continue on reading through the article and looking at all of these different facts. And I could sometimes just highlight something that is important to me and just say, I'm just going to give it a highlight, and I can certainly choose a different color if I want to. And then at other times, maybe I see something and say, okay, this is not only going to be a highlight, but I need to make sure that I have a comment about it. Okay, so I might provide the comment there. And so as I've done that, everything is staying with the document. So far I've got 3 different highlights, 2 of them with comments. And if I go up here to this Google Drive symbol, what I can now do is export it to my Google Drive. Those notes will follow. Because I'm signed in, up here, all I have to do is click this, says, okay, documents have been sent to your Google Drive. And now if I go over to my drive and refresh that, I should soon have that article that I just downloaded in my folder. So sure enough, I open it up. This is the article, has all of the information. As I scroll down, you see the items that I've highlighted. Finding your notes then, as you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the article, it puts them in the order that you took them. So it gives me the text that I highlighted in italics, and then the note that I wrote. Here I have something clever. Here's something where I wrote just the word comment. So this is a way to capture information as you read it and keep it really organized. This document is actually sitting in a folder that is connected to World History and Context, which is where I got this information about Archimedes and calculating pi. So hopefully that gives you a sense of how to open an article, highlight, note, and then save it to your Google Drive.